Big sis, what kind of sneaky tricks did you use?
Sarah, where is this coming from?
About your fiance, of course.
Who's what?
I can't believe you were hiding this from me. Your own sister?
I wasn't hiding anything, I just hadn't told you yet.
How did someone like you manage to catch such a handsome guy? He's way out of your league. A plain sister like you should never get someone that handsome. Plus, he's an elite executive. You're totally mismatched.
What does it matter? Who I date has nothing to do with you.
Of course it matters. We're sisters. I should know everything about your life.
Since when have you cared about my life?
It has everything to do with me. I've never dated anyone of his caliber. Why should my plain sister get engaged to such a catch before me? It's definitely wrong. There must be a mistake.
Wait, how do you even know about my fiance? I've only introduced him to our parents.
Mom showed me his photo.
I specifically asked Mom to keep it from you.
You're so childish. Did you think you could keep it a secret forever?
Well, that's not the point.
Mom always favors me. You know she won't listen to you. Besides, isn't it cruel to keep such information just from me?
Because I knew you'd mock my fiance. That's what you've always done, isn't it? You've made fun of all my previous boyfriends.
Remember that guy from your college? The one with the glasses? He was so boring.
He was kind and intelligent. Not that you'd understand that.
Because they were all as plain as you. They suited you perfectly. But this guy, how did you meet someone like him?
We work at the same company.
That's it? Just colleagues? There must be more to it.
What are you implying?
Just because you work together doesn't mean you should get engaged. With your looks, you should have stayed just colleagues.
You're right. Normally I wouldn't have had a chance with someone like him. We bonded while working on a project together. It was crucial for the company's future. We developed a strong connection while overcoming challenges together.
A project? Really? That's how you trapped him?
I didn't trap anyone. We fell in love naturally.
Still, for someone that handsome to get engaged to you, he must be out of his mind.
He appreciates me for who I am, not how I look.
That's impossible. That only happens in fiction.
It happens in real life, too.
Don't be naive. Even in your school days, who got all the attention? Me.
This isn't high school anymore, Sarah.
That's just in stories. Looks are everything. Personality comes second.
That's wrong. People aren't just their faces. I didn't choose him for his looks either.
Liar. It's definitely because of his looks.
His humor and positive attitude have helped me so many times. You might not understand that, Sarah. You only see things from your own perspective.
When has anyone ever chosen personality over looks? Name one time.
Not everyone is as shallow as you.
Wow. Getting quite arrogant now that you've caught a handsome elite, aren't you? You've never been able to beat me before.
I've never lost to you in academics.
Who cares about grades now? This is the real world.
Exactly. This is the real world where more than looks matter.
I've always been more loved than you, by our parents too. Everyone in the world loves me more than you.
You're right. Even as your sister, I think you're beautiful. Parents have always favored you over me. When I got into a prestigious university, they barely noticed, but they'd praise you just for doing small chores. But in the adult world, looks alone aren't enough. You need real ability to succeed.
Oh, so you think I'm just a pretty face with no brains?
Well, that's your paranoia. I didn't say anything like that.
But that's what you meant, isn't it? Just because you got lucky with one guy?
I worked hard to get where I am, both in my career and relationship.
You might as well have. How dare you look down on me? Don't get carried away just because you're engaged to a handsome guy. It doesn't make you any less plain.
Are we done here? I have work to do.
Running away? Just remember, you got lucky once. Don't think that changes anything between us.
Think whatever you want, Sarah. Just stay out of my life.
Sis, I know you just got home. Don't run away. Stay and watch your fiancé choose me over you.
What have you done? Why were you alone with my fiance in our apartment?
Oh, didn't he tell you? We've been seeing each other.
Disgusting. You are no sister of mine.
Don't be so dramatic. It was bound to happen eventually.
What was bound to happen?
Him realizing he deserves better. Someone who matches his level.
You planned this from the start, didn't you?
He made the first move, actually. Said he couldn't stop thinking about me after seeing my photo.
And you went along with it? Your own sister's fiance.
How pathetic to have your fiancé stolen by your sister. Now you see, in this world, looks are everything.
When did this start?
And does it matter? The point is, he chose me.
It matters to me.
Right after I saw his photo, I found him on social media. We started chatting. Simple as that.
You really want someone else's leftovers that badly? Come to think of it, you've always been jealous of my things and taken them. Candy, stuffed animals, countless things. Nothing's changed since childhood. Always content with hand-me-downs. It's impressive in a way that you're satisfied with seconds.
Leftovers? He upgraded from you to me.
Is that what you tell yourself?
What, sour grapes? I took him because he was too good for you. We make a perfect couple, both beautiful. Don't you think he's more suitable for me, being handsome and elite?
Remember my pink dress from high school? The one you took and accidentally ruined?
Ancient history. This is different.
No, it's exactly the same. You've never changed.
At least I know my worth. I deserve nice things.
Both you and him who went along with this are the same kind. You both lack moral integrity.
Still bitter? Face it, he was never meant for you.
And what makes you so sure he's meant for you?
Whatever. Everything you say just sounds like a loser's whining. It's your fault for not being able to keep him. Being good at work isn't enough to keep a man. Instead of lecturing me, why don't you get plastic surgery?
I like myself as I am and have no intention of changing. I'll never change myself for someone else. I'm glad I found out before marriage what kind of man would cheat with a worthless woman like you. Good riddance.
Worthless? I'm the one he chose.
He didn't choose you. You threw yourself at him.
You're just jealous because I got what I wanted. Again. Acting tough. But you must be crying inside from frustration. And that's what you get for reaching above your station. Next time, date someone as plain as you.
Unlike you, I don't choose based on looks.
And then what do you choose based on? Don't tell me love. Your fiancé switched to me. Where's the love in that?
You wouldn't understand even if I explained it.
Try me. Explain how your love wasn't enough.
You're right. I thought we were in love, but I guess I was wrong. I was stupid.
Finally admitting it? Good.
Not about what you think.
Since you understand, why don't you pack up and leave? I'll be living in this apartment.
You're moving in here?
Of course. It's a nice place. Too nice for you anyway.
Fine, I was going to leave anyway.
Running away again?
No, moving forward. Something you wouldn't understand.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, sis.
Don't call me sis. You lost that right.
So dramatic. This is why you'll always be alone.
Better alone than with someone like him or someone like you.
We'll see how long you keep up that attitude.
Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll find out soon enough. I've moved all my things out. Do whatever you want with that man.
Took you long enough. The apartment feels so much better without your things cluttering it up.
I just came to tell you I'm done.
Still trying to act tough? Your heart must be in turmoil. Don't stalk my boyfriend. He's mine now.
I don't have even a millimeter of attachment to that man anymore.
That's hard to believe. You were planning a wedding just weeks ago.
Plans change. People show their true colors.
Speaking of work, I've been thinking.
What now?
You both work at the same company, right? And you should quit for his sake. I don't like you working in the same place as my boyfriend.
Excuse me?
It must be awkward for him, seeing his ex every day.
What are you talking about? I've been working there longer. Why should I quit for you two?
Because you're the odd one out now. Everyone knows what happened.
And what exactly do they know?
I heard from him. He's producing better results at work than you.
What?
You're just holding on to your job out of spite now.
Since when do you know anything about our work performance?
The company values him more than you. It wouldn't matter if you left. He says it's awkward working with you. He wants you to quit.
I see. So that's why he's been sabotaging me at work lately. And those rumors spreading around the office about me, that I cheated and got dumped, that was his doing.
Oh, so you heard about those?
The whole office is talking about it.
I suggested he spread those rumors. If we make the work environment unbearable for you, you'll eventually lose your place there. I think you should quit early while the wounds are shallow.
You actually admit to planning this?
Why not? It's a good strategy.
You realize that's workplace harassment.
Please, you're just being dramatic again.
How tyrannical can you two be? You're trying to take my job too?
Think of it as a fresh start. You can find a new job, maybe meet someone new, someone more, your level.
My level?
You're just a loser after all. It's natural for you to be eliminated. But without your job, you'll have nothing left. Just a plain face.
Is destroying my career really necessary?
It's not destroying. It's clearing the path for his success.
His success or your comfort?
Both. I don't want my future husband working with his ex.
Future husband? You move fast.
Unlike you, I know how to seal the deal.
By destroying others?
By taking what I want. I always have.
And how's that worked out for you so far?
Pretty well, I'd say. I got the guy, the apartment, and soon he'll be gone from his workplace too.
You sound very confident.
Because I know how this will end. It always ends the same way. With me winning.
We'll see about that.
Is that a threat?
Just an observation.
Whatever you're planning, it won't work. He's completely committed to me now.
I'm not planning anything, just going to let things play out naturally.
You're being weird. What are you up to?
Nothing at all, just focusing on my work.
Well, enjoy it while it lasts. You won't be there much longer.
We'll see who stays and who goes.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll find out soon enough. Both of you will.
I'm getting married to your ex-fiance today. Poor plain Jane, all alone. I hear you're on leave from work. You should just quit already.
Congratulations, I'm also getting married today.
What? You're getting married? You?
Surprised?
You're lying. This is just another sad attempt to compete with me.
Our wedding dates might overlap. Oh well, I wasn't planning to attend your wedding anyway, and I have no intention of inviting you to mine.
Stop with this ridiculous lie. Who would marry you so quickly?
Why is it so hard to believe?
When did you get a boyfriend?
A lot happened, and I got a boyfriend right after breaking up with my ex-fiance.
Right after? How convenient.
Things have a way of working out.
Well, even you have surprising sides. Did you get desperate after losing your man? Are you rushing into marriage out of spite? You probably just grabbed any random guy you could find. What? Did you pay some homeless man to marry you?
No need to pay anyone. He's the CEO after all.
What did you just say?
You heard me.
Come on. The lie is too obvious. Your sour grapes are getting ridiculous.
Sarah, what are you talking about? Unlike someone as low level as you, I don't tell such obvious lies. A lie like that would be exposed immediately. My new fiance really is the CEO.
You expect me to believe this fantasy story? Even if that's true, he must be the CEO of some tiny company. There's nothing to brag about.
He's the CEO of the company where I work, so it's definitely not a small company.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Can't you even understand English? This is why women who only have looks... oh, sorry, my true feelings slipped out.
I understand perfectly. I'm saying there's no way that could happen. The CEO?
Why are you so flustered?
You're lying. You have to be lying.
Why would I lie about something so easily verifiable?
Because the company you work for is a huge corporation, right? My boyfriend's right here, and he says it's impossible. He says the CEO is an incredibly handsome billionaire. There's no way someone like you could marry him.
But I am.
This makes no sense. None of this makes any sense.
What's hard to understand? I am marrying the CEO.
You met the CEO, fell in love, and got married all within these 3 months?
Would you like to hear the full story?
Yes, explain this nonsense.
I actually met him earlier, though when we met, neither of us knew who the other was. I met the CEO about a year ago during a private trip. It was in Alaska. I was traveling alone, and he was traveling with his mother. His mother had a seizure and fell into a river, and I saved her. It was just a matter of minutes, but the CEO remembered me.
What's with that drama-like story? Can that really happen?
Life can be more dramatic than fiction sometimes.
This is ridiculous. You're making this up.
Well, the dramatic part comes next. When you stole my fiance, I happened to meet the CEO again at work. I hadn't really looked at his face back then because I was focused on his mother, but he remembered my face clearly. The CEO invited me to dinner, and things progressed quickly from there.
But still, getting married in just 3 months?
When you know, you know.
No one gets married that fast.
The CEO said he'd been dreaming of marrying me ever since I saved his mother. He fell in love at first sight when he saw me risking my life to save and care for his mother. It's kind of embarrassing to say this myself. His mother is also very supportive of our marriage.
So you're saying you're going to be the CEO's wife? That's...
One more thing. I wasn't on leave. I was preparing for my new position.
What new position? What are you talking about?
You'll find out on Monday.
Stop being cryptic. What position?
Patience, dear sister. All will be revealed soon.
You're bluffing. This is all just a bluff.
Monday isn't far away. You can wait until then.
Tell me now.
Shouldn't you be focusing on your own wedding? It's your special day, after all.
This isn't over.
You're right. It's just the beginning.
Is it true you're becoming a senior executive at headquarters? This is favoritism just because you're the CEO's wife.
Good morning to you too, Sarah.
Don't play games with me. My husband says that everyone's talking about it.
Oh? What are they saying?
That you're being promoted to senior executive. That can't be right.
I'm just being properly evaluated for my work achievements.
Work achievements? What achievements?
All those projects your husband took credit for starters.
What are you talking about?
I've also reported your husband's true nature, so he should be facing disciplinary action.
What? He needs to be punished just for having an affair?
If that was all he did, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
What else could he have possibly done?
Not just for that, he was stealing my work achievements. Plus, he tried to frame me by spreading malicious information. We have all the evidence.
Evidence? What evidence?
Every email, every document, every changed timestamp.
What?
You said it yourself. You advised him to spread rumors about me.
That's just office gossip. It's not a crime.
Workplace harassment is actually illegal, Sarah.
That's...
And you know what? Your fiance isn't actually good at his job. He only got promoted because of my support. In fact, his performance has been declining lately. Other employees are starting to notice, too, that he's actually completely incompetent at work.
You're lying again. You must be.
Ask around the office. Everyone knows now.
Incompetent? That's impossible. He's an elite executive because he's capable, right?
He only produced results because I was helping him with his work. I set everything up and he just put on the finishing touches. But he mistook that for his own ability. What a foolish man.
No, that can't be right.
Remember all those late nights he said he was working? He was asking me for help.
What kind of punishment are we talking about? He won't get fired, right?
Who knows?
You have to tell me. This affects me too.
Now you want my help?
I have debts. I was planning to pay them off with his money after marriage.
Interesting. How much debt?
That's none of your business.
Well, what's certain is a demotion and pay cut. Plus, I'll be personally suing him.
What?
I actually entrusted him with money for wedding preparations, about $50,000.
$50,000? What?
Since he hasn't returned it, I'm going to sue. Also, since he was introduced to our parents, I'll claim damages for breach of engagement promise. I heard the compensation for broken engagements isn't much, but I'll fight to the bitter end. I won't let him off a single penny.
What's this about? I never heard about this.
Oh, he didn't tell you about the money?
No, he didn't say anything.
He's the type of underhanded man who doesn't mention inconvenient things. But that doesn't matter to you, right? After all, you said looks are the most important thing.
But we just got married.
Congratulations again. You got exactly what you wanted.
No, that's...
Good looks, but rotten inside. That applies to you, too. You're a perfect match as a couple. Just as you said, he is exactly the right man for you.
You planned this. You planned all of this.
I didn't plan anything. You both did this to yourselves.
You have to help us. We're sisters.
Oh, now we're sisters? What happened to plain Jane?
Please, there must be something you can do.
I already did something. I revealed the truth.
This will ruin us.
Actions have consequences, Sarah. You taught me that, remember?
I didn't know about any of this.
Now you do. Good luck with your marriage.
Wait! Don't go!
Goodbye, Sarah. The ex-fiance was demoted and transferred to a remote branch office, and his income reduced by more than half. The company's investigation revealed even more misconduct than initially suspected, and he had been taking credit for other colleagues' work as well, not just mine. His reputation in the industry is completely ruined now. He ended up having to pay me back the $50,000 plus compensation through my lawsuit, putting him deeply in debt. The court proceedings revealed his pattern of financial misconduct, including misuse of company funds. Combined with Sarah's debts, their total debt exceeded $100,000. Both of their parents aren't financially well off, so they can't rely on them. Sarah's always bragged about how our parents favored her, but when she asked them for help with the debt, they refused to provide any assistance. I heard she tried to sell her designer clothes and bags, but it barely made a dent in their debt. Since I'm the only one with financial means and I've abandoned them, they have to manage on their own. The irony isn't lost on me. Sarah, who always looked down on my plain lifestyle, now has to live on a strict budget in a small apartment in a remote town. Sarah decided to follow him to his transfer location, thinking it was better than dealing with the debt alone. However, she now suffers from his verbal abuse. Without his status and money, his true nature emerged. Apparently, the shock of losing his career track changed him completely. He became a genuine lowlife who hurls abuse at Sarah and becomes violent when drunk. Meanwhile, I'm doing well both in my career and home life so far. I'm steadily achieving results at work and have cleared up the malicious rumors that were spread about me. My new position as a senior executive has allowed me to implement positive changes in the company's work culture, especially regarding workplace harassment policies. My relationship with the CEO grows stronger each day. His mother has become like a true parent to me, showing me the maternal love I never received from my own mother. She often tells me that saving her that day in Alaska was fate. I believe that even if you don't possess beautiful features, if you live sincerely, someone will eventually recognize your worth. More importantly, I've learned that true beauty isn't about appearance, it's about integrity, kindness, and staying true to yourself. In the end, karma has its own way of balancing things out. I didn't need to do anything extra, simply revealing the truth was enough. Sometimes the best revenge is simply living well and letting people face the natural consequences of their actions.